And we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Very, very flat price action overnight, I'd say. Just looking at ES here, it's just chopping around the overnight VWAP. There is a slight tendency of an up move, you could say. There is a little bit of a trend upwards here, but I wouldn't call that anything near a trend. It's just chop in this range from 74.25 to 74.65. That's pretty much it. I will be on stream today for about an hour. Hopefully Griffin and Mike will keep it going until 11 a.m. But let's see where we take it. I'm not going to expect too much today, but some of the key levels that I'm watching is we break below this 74.20 level. That's actually, if we just look at the 1 hour time frame on the big chart here, you can see that there's a bit of a level here. So if you look all the way back to May, this level here is what I would say is, I mean, there's demand there. People are buying it. They want to chop. It has gone below here, but that was basically on this drop and this drop. So there's probably more selective, more news related. But there is a level here. So if we break below that today, that's going to be interesting for shorts. If we hold the level, let's say we come back down like this and we hold the level, then it's I would say it's pretty interesting for longs. It's looking like pretty healthy both ways, but we'll have to see what price action does on the open. Let me just erase all these markings and then zoom back in and see what the 1 minute is telling us. And it's not telling us much, right? Oh, sorry. Just chop all through the night. One thing I did successfully yesterday, I just go over my my markups from yesterday is, if you saw it, you may remember it. I was using the volume profile that came out of the discussion with oh, hey, good morning, Griffin.
What's up?
How's it hanging? Wednesday?
Hanging all right. I haven't even looked yet. I'm logging into to Tradeovate right now.
Important questions first. Coffee or energy drink?
I got the coffee today.
Oh,
yeah. So
you're really mixing it up.
I know. I'm getting the data.
Exactly.
Got to see what works better.
I was just showing the volume profile kind of added confluence that I was using yesterday, both to enter and exit. I did a reel about that as well. It kind of kept me, I think you were, because I wasn't on stream, right? But you were short from around this time here, right?
Yep.
At the break, yeah. So both of us, we kind of concluded that the break trades are playing out better than the bounces.
Exactly.
Like it did yesterday. What kept me waiting here was actually that low volume node down here at, what was that, 29,820 or something like that, I think. And then I wanted to see it really test that, dip into it, and then retest New York because I knew it was going to be, or knew. There's a probability that it's going to be a support zone with that low volume node. So I entered here with enough conviction, and it was a bit off of the New York. So I put my stop above previous structure that was relatively tight, still 100 points or so, and wrote it down to a 1-to-1. And this exit here was also based on, you see the volume profile down here, it's tapering back off. So there's going to be more resistance down here, the low volume at the bottom of the session. So that was the idea, and it played out. You could also see the price here where it bounced in the early session. That's where buyers picked it up. It's also at the New York VWAP at that point, right? But it's the same price that I exited at. And if you look back at the session yesterday, I know you held on to it, but you capitalized on that. But it didn't actually go much further down. Nope. So it kind of rebounded a little bit lower than that. We can see the move over here, right? So I think I exited here, like at this price here. And then, so it was another, it was on NQ. So it's a little bit different. And I just got to
Good morning,
switch.
Mike.
So,
Morning.
huh? Morning,
I
Mike.
said-
It's rude.
So
I'm just saying it's rude.
I exited here,
Yeah.
and you can see there was another,
Sorry.
what is that? Another 20, 30 points on NQ to be had on that. But I'm happy with that trade.
Yeah, Mike said in that short from what was it, the start of the morning until almost the close.
Yeah. No. Yeah. I closed it at 3:59 and 10 seconds because I didn't want to live through that last 50 seconds of volatility, but that would have got me an extra like $80. But like whatever.
Wow.
When was your entry?
My entry was a VWAP bounce at 9:45.
Okay.
15 minutes into the session.
Yeah, it was at 60, 55, and 60 were like my two entries. But on the swing account, I hit the target and got out in the overnight, so that was great. It hit 21, and then literally bounced 1 second after that. So,
but you were 9:45. You were short.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm scrolling back. 9
on ES.
Yes.
Okay.
9:45. Yep. 9:45. Over on the overnight view up.
Okay. Yeah. But that must. I mean, your stop must have been super wide.
It was a 50-point stop.
50-point stop. Okay, gotcha. One micro or
two micros.
2 micros. Okay. Looking back, I mean, it was a pretty ugly set. I mean, it's not like we had much of a trend yesterday. It was just chopping. I know you can define chop the way you want, but if you look at the whole session, it's a 50-point range, more or less.
I defined chop by never hitting the Madonna.
Yeah,
never got a Madonna yesterday.
That's never breaks out of the initial balance. Yeah, that'll tell you.
And that didn't happen yesterday, right?
No, we did not. Not at least on ES. I didn't see on NQ. We might have hit it on NQ.
On NQ, I think we did. So you were in on ES, right?
No, we didn't hit it on NQ. We did not.
Oh wow.
Oh no, I lied. At 3 o'clock we hit it. 3 o'clock.
Yeah, 3 p.m. Yeah, it dipped below there. Yeah.
Wow. And we still have yet to break out of that.
Yeah, exactly. It's overnight has just been the same thing, right? It's just consolidating there. I was just saying before you came on that to me this 74.20 level on ES is or at least I don't know if it's on ES, but MES is looking like a pretty. It's a recurring thing, right? If you look at the 1 hour chart, I can retrace this 74.20 back to mid-May. So it's bouncing off that level many times there. It just dipped below that in mid-June, but other than that, it's been finding buyers at that point. So and we're pretty close, right? So
yeah, I mean, I can show. I look at I'm reincorporating some of my old strategies with volume profile as I learned. The inner circle and the VWAP wave system heavily relies on volume profile more than you would think inside of if you would just watch his YouTube videos. So I'm reincorporating some of my old tools as I learn more from Chris. And I'm looking at like a 200-day volume profile, and there's this major low volume node at the 74.20. 74.20 to 74.15 ish. And it seems to be holding as good support here over the last couple sessions. Yeah. So I agree with that assessment.
So what does a low volume node tell you? Generally there's not a lot of volume at that price. There's not a lot going on.
So low volume node essentially means it passed through this price quickly, and after it's passed through it, every time it tries to retest, it has been defended. And how do I know it's been defended? Because right next to a low volume node, there's a high volume node where the volume drops off drastically from one node to the next. So that means that like every time price tries to get to this low volume node, either the buyers or the sellers have defended it and made sure that price does not get into that low volume node. So
Okay.
that's the theory behind it.
But the funny thing is the way it forms is with a rip through it, right? So you need to form high volume nodes on either side, or of course you could also have the end of the volume profile, but you form it inside the range. You have to have price ripping through either direction. So you have a little bit of volume there, but then you accumulate volume on either side of it, right?
100%. Yeah. It's the only thing I would tweak instead of saying it's not specific to a high volume node. It's something called distributions or balance or whatever you want to call it. It's a belly, a curve, and like you see, and I could even show it. I'll start my screen.
Yeah.
So if you have epilepsy, I would avert your eyes. But you see this like really big belly of volume. This is the 200-day profile, and look how it drops off drastically right there.
Yeah.
That means that price traveled through this area very quickly, and then every time it's come back to test it, it's just been defended by volume. And and this is this big belly that I'm talking about. It's called the distribution. Some people call it balance. Some people call it fair value. Whatever you want to call it. Like that is what you're looking at to see like, okay, volume dropped off, and look, it's defending to this level perfectly.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the outcome of it is it's basically support resistance. That's what it is, right?
Yes.
Notice is forming some sort of. Good morning,
Yes.
Chris. Yeah.
I mean, isn't that all trading? Just identifying where you
exactly.
and where you think resistance
I was just
is?
using it. I was using it yesterday successfully. I tried marking something up in the overnight session, didn't work at all. But I was using it yesterday successfully, just as an added sort of confluence to see if to guide my entry and my exit, basically. That's what kept me out of an early entry, and just held it. I mean, I had some extra patience just judging from the from testing that low volume node and seeing if it held. We're getting a little bit of a bounce out of the open here, but we're still firmly within that range from yesterday.
Yeah. I mean, from a volume profile perspective, I'm not really interested in the longs until we can break through like that 75 region.
Yeah.
Which was like clear resistance yesterday. Did not want to go much past that. And but if we break and retest and go long, then like that's what I'm looking for. As far
I did a bit of
As far as the bands, there's no setup here. There's no setup on anything but the intraday. I
did a little bit of homework on the bands. The monthly band is right around 75, isn't it? The monthly lower band.
No, you're probably not back adjusting.
Okay. Right. I'm not. I just anchored it to June 1st on MES.
If you back adjust your chart table, it should. I mean, ES is around 26. I could check MES real quick. MES is at 20. So.
At 74.20?
Yep.
Okay, well that's the key level we were just discussing.
Yeah, and for anyone watching, or if you're watching and don't know what back adjust is, it's this button right here. This is very important when it comes to rollover in futures. The idea is that what is back adjust doing? So like the contract that we're currently on, the U, does not really. So if I were to actually go to the ESU, if I were to go, what happened to it? Yes. Okay, there we go. If I were to actually look at this contract, the volume that you get from previous months is not the real volume of like the actual contract, because people don't actually start trading this contract until 2 weeks ago. So what you need to do is, on this continuous contract, use this back adjust button. So it essentially takes the equivalent volume from the previous contract and applies it to the price action of this chart. And that way your indicators won't be out of whack during rollover.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Got a nice looking break of VWAP there on NQ. If you look at that, coming off of these VWAPs on the 1 minute, you break the New York VWAP, come down and break the low. I mean, I wouldn't trade that, but it looks pretty nice.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not a double break yet, because we need to just have the opening range set. But it is a bounce and then fully back down to the starting point. Yep. Same thing on ES, really, pretty much. But the one thing I'm noticing today is that the VWAPs are much closer together than they were yesterday, because we didn't have that massive drop in the previous or in the overnight.
Yep.
So it's like it's kind of a chop zone when the three of them are that close together, but it's also a nice support resistance zone, right? It makes for if you can determine direction, like if we get a break and come back, then it's pretty a pretty solid level, I would say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, totally.
We got the point of control from. Actually, Mike, on the ChartSmith indicator, I've put the key volume profile levels on as well. Are they from the current session or the previous session?
Say that again.
It yesterday's? It's previous days volume area high, low, and POC, right?
Oh,
or is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So
the PD POC is 74.44 right now.
Yes. Or PD stands for prior day.
Yeah. Just double checking here. Because that's also where we are right now, chopping around that level.
I have it on my chart already. PD value area high is prior day value area high. PD POC is prior day. PM is prior month. PW prior week.
And VAH value area high for yesterday is at 74.70 point something, right?
For MES.
For MES.
Yes.
Good.
For ES, it's 67.75.
Okay.
Now, we had a little test yesterday, and the test failed on both ends. We were like,
what was that?
I had an entry at the ES ETH VWAP and the MES ETH VWAP. And I was like, all right, let's see. Here's the test. Which one's going to actually hold?
Right.
And neither of them held.
They did not. It just blew right through. And we're like, oh, I guess they don't work. Yeah.
That's statistical evidence. They do not work.
Yes,
Take them off your chart.
Awesome. Okay, this 15-minute, if we close around here, it's not really telling me anything at all.
No, me neither. I need to wait for some clearer direction. I'm not seeing anything I love today.
Yeah, if I'm being honest, I want to see price outside of this 75 to 20 range.
Yeah, agree. And then a retest or something, then so more conviction.
Mm-hmm. Now I can make an argument that I could just short 75 and long 20, but I really don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I think that if we get to one of those levels, we break.
You said you were more inclined to use the session VWAP today.
Yeah, because I mean, if you're looking at, let me hide some lines so it's a little bit clearer. But like, there's no. I mentioned this to Griffin like last week. Like, levels need to be activated, right, in order for them to be like useful. And right now, no level is active. Like, these lower bands are not activated. These VWAPs are not activated. There's no setup on any time frame for the monthly or the weekly at the moment. Right. So they're kind of useless to me.
Yeah.
So the only thing that's of value is today's intraday session levels.
What makes them not active again? I forget.
No interaction.
So like really, so for fades, when you're fading the upper and lower band, like prices coming into it, you want a first touch, maybe a second touch. After that, they're not, the probabilities drop off exponentially.
Oh, right.
For VWAP, you need price discovery and then like a pullback to VWAP. Like not necessarily, it can be a slow pullback, but you want it relatively fast. And then the idea is that'll bounce. For when you're outside of the bands, you need to have like, I call it a window like this. This is a window right here, right?
Yeah.
So the first time it touches, great. That's exactly my setup. It was active. Now it's not really active anymore. It's not active, not active, not active, not active. This is
makes sense.
So there's nothing for me on the higher time frames right now.
And if you pulled away from it and then touched it again and created a window, would it be active again?
Yeah. So for instance,
Okay.
what I want to see, where's my drawing tools? I want to see price go here, clearly break out of it, and then come back.
That makes sense.
But you're looking for the VWAP bounces when you're coming from price discovery, right? It's more likely when it's coming from that setting. Yeah.
Yeah. So for instance, if we were to come here and then we fail at the band, I would then look for the VWAP to bounce.
Yeah.
But right now, the only active level for me is all the way up here. This weekly upper band, which is 75.46.
All right.
Which is just not going to happen. And honestly, if we get there in one day, I probably wouldn't want to fade it because that's a huge bullish reaction.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good for your SpaceX stock.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
You're not one of the ones who sold it again, right?
I should have been. I should
have.
I was up like 33%. I should have sold some, but I'm at break even. So
I mean, in hindsight, you should have sold it, right? But at the time, you were like,
whatever.
You're like, dude, this is ripping forever.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm down. I'm down a few points. It's okay.
What did you say originally? You were like, I'm holding this to 400.
No. So I said if it gets to 300, because my entry is like 156 or something like that. If it gets to 300, I'll take off half and I'll let the other half go. It got to like what, like 230?
Yeah.
225. So it is now.
Just hold it for another 10 years. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the account I own it in is my investment account. So it's not this is not a trading or swing trading or anything like that.
Not even swing trading, no, just long term.
That being said, if I own a stock and it goes up 100% in a month, I'm going to take profits.
That totally makes sense.
Right. It would be stupid not to.
Yeah.
So NQ is broken. ES is also kind of broken out of the range.
Yeah, you're looking
Do
at
we
a
interpret
short
that as a break?
On ES, on NQ, yes. I'm drawing up a bounce play if we return to VWAP here.
Yeah, so a break play, really, right? Break above New York and then continuation to the upside.
Oh no, I was thinking shorts. Like,
okay, you want to see it reject there? Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, because the VWAPs above make it so I'm not going to take that double break.
Came in.
But I also don't know how confident I am in this bounce play either.
Right. It's still
but
super
it's VWAP alignment. I mean,
yeah.
But I can't, to take the double break play, I like to see VWAPs below as support to break out and then go higher, not trading into those VWAPs.
The thing is, on ES, you're not really trading into them, right? You're full alignment now, but NQ is different.
If you look at ES, you could be like, oh, this is a good looking double break play.
Yeah.
There was some news on the juice at 920. traders no longer fully price a quarter-point hike in the Bank of England this year.
Oh, in the Bank of England, whatever.
I mean, it's not nothing. Like the banks do tend to like act lockstep. You know what I mean? So that's semi-bullish news for the U.S. markets.
It's a nice little rip here we're getting.
Just the lesson for me yesterday, is just to have a bit more patience. I mean, again, zooming out these first 20 minutes.
Yeah,
it's not attractive. It really isn't.
Nope.
I mean, we have less than a fifth of the volatility that we had yesterday.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So the reason why I had a 50-point stop was because the one standard deviation was 50 points.
Yeah.
So we have 8 point on the standard deviation, which is not tiny. It's small, but it's not tiny. I generally, like, my rule of thumb is I want the top band to bottom band to be at least 20 points for like some good price action, and we're just under it.
Okay. Yeah, it's a 30-point open range on MES, but we haven't really seen any. I mean, we haven't seen anyone step in and take it out of the range yet.
Looks
Here
like
we go.
might.
75. Here we go. Break and retest it.
75.40. What was that? Was that the level?
My top region was 75 and my bottom region was 20.
Right.
Now, I don't want to fade this.
74.75, not 7,500. Right?
Yeah, 74.75. Sorry.
Yeah.
I wish I can, like, maybe that's my next coding thing. I'm gonna come up with a way to draw all my levels from Sierra charts onto TradingView.
Okay. This platform, this new software platform that I'm testing out, it's this. Do you know Black Arrow, Mike?
Yeah, it was the very interesting concepts.
Yeah,
but I don't like that you have to use their AI tool to come up with your indicators.
Right.
I have a very poor experience using TradeC.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I haven't tried it yet, but I see what you're saying. Also, I mean, I'm just digging around with it at the moment, and it's not super intuitive, but I need a bit more time. The cool thing about it is they will, if you have a prop account on there or your live account, whatever, they will integrate Bookmap into the subscription.
Yes, that is
cool. So
you'll
actually get that kind of order flow directly inside the platform if you want it, right?
Yeah, they immediately lost me though because they currently have no prop firm or no relevant prop firm partnerships.
Right. Yeah.
So I was like, why am I even going to test the product out?
Not yet.
Until you can connect anything.
Yeah.
I think they have the one prop firm they came with, like YLO.
Never heard of that.
Yeah.
They're a Brazilian prop firm.
I'm not trading that.
Yeah, it's because the Neologic and the company behind it is Brazilian. So, but it looks slick. It's just it. We'll see.
I gave honest feedback to him. I was like, this looks really cool. Looks user friendly. But
did you get a license? Like, did you get to try and test it, or would you just sitting down?
I tested it there for like 15 minutes, and then
he
gave me a month free trial, and I honestly never used it because
I
didn't see a reason why unless they had like get Rithmic, get something on there.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have anything. So
because my main headache with TradingView is this copy trading thing where I've just been hurt by trying to copy trade inside TradingView because it doesn't copy the orders. It doesn't exit at my TP or my stop on all the accounts. Just does it on the leader account, and that's safe to say that's not ideal.
Have you ever seen TradeC?
No, I haven't.
So TradeC actually has like it's supposed to be the new Project X, right?
Okay.
TradeC has very intuitive copy trading, but they're not there yet with like indicators, and that's my biggest problem with them. So like I can't put any of the. I don't have VWAP with bands on there. They have VWAP, but they don't have VWAP with bands. So, but what you could do probably like similar to what a lot of people do with Project X, is that they have their trade C on their right screen and their trading view on their left screen, and you can execute on the trade C. The only thing is, like, not every prop firm has it, but I think Lucid does. Yeah, Lucid does. So if you sign up with like a Flex, you have to do Rithmic, and then Trade C connects to your Rithmic account. You should look into it.
Yeah.
Or your next set of copy traders.
Yeah. I've heard of it, but I haven't investigated it. But you can. I mean, you're also kind of locked in depending on the prop firm you're using, right? They have the collaborations with X prop firm, and then you're locked into that, right?
Yes, but I think they connect to at minimum. I believe they connect to Apex and Lucid.
Okay.
So anyone that has a Rithmic connection, they connect to.
Okay.
Which Top One told me at some point they'd have it, but that was a year and a half ago, so I don't know what the hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody looking at a long here? Yes, but looking at a long here.
I am looking at a long, but it's still not. I mean, there's not enough structure for me to really be confident about it.
It's not the most convincing, I will say.
No.
You got to break the low, break the high, but
yeah. In the head-up display, your indicator, Mike, ES is completely green, NQ is completely red, YM is completely green. So it's just like, and I know it's because it's sitting around the key VWAPs. It's just what direction am I actually trying to trade here?
Yeah, I mean, this doesn't look like something I want to trade. I want, if you want to take trend longs, all the indices need to be in alignment.
Yeah.
I mean, and listen, all of Austin's and Randy's like YouTube videos where they have like those great longs have one thing in common. All their indicator shows all green or all red.
All green, yeah, across the board, yeah.
And maybe that's your sign for when not to take VWAP bounces versus when to take breaks.
Yeah,
that's actually not a bad idea.
The thing about it is sometimes with YM will not be. I mean, you have to pay a little less attention to that, I will say, because it's not necessarily moving in the same direction.
Yeah, I agree.
But you will get days, not many in June. I would say you will get days where it all just lines up and you can find that perfect entry on one of the indices, and the others are lined up, and that's of course a signal to go long. But I haven't seen many of those days in the past few weeks. But right now I'm seeing lower highs, lower lows on NQ. I'm seeing higher
it's just
highs
kind of mixed.
ES.
It's a bit of a mix here, so I don't know. Probably best to just stay out of it. Wait for better structure.
Yeah, exactly. If I take a long on ES here, I'm gonna get faked out by drop.
It's also a bounce play, which I'm just need to be more hesitant about.
Yeah.
My months and months of statistics tell me that.
Yeah, it's a dangerous one.
Also, another thing is I was just chatting with Zella AI, asking for little tweaks here and there, what they notice about my trading, and it was saying that my shorts are higher probability than my longs are.
Oh, but in what month?
Over the last 4 months of data. That's what I asked.
So you combine that. It does it also tell you if your break plays are better than your bounce plays?
Yes. Yeah, they are.
So a combination of that would say, okay, in this situation here, you should play the break ideally below the overnight on ES, and then play it down to the opening range low. Probably take the elevator down.
Yeah. So that's another thing yesterday that talking to it and looking at all my stats kept me out of that long yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
You know how we obviously ripped out of opening range high, and then it was the pullback to VWAP. You could have said, "Oh, this is a nice looking long entry here," which myself a couple of months ago would have definitely taken a long there.
Yeah.
But looking at that, the longs are basically break even, and the breaks for me have been 80% win rate.
Yeah.
That makes me think, okay, it's more probable that a break would work here. Also, my shorts have been higher win rate. And another thing is the higher time frame trend was down from the day before.
Exactly.
So those three things made me say, okay, I'm not even gonna think about a bounce here. I'm gonna I'm gonna take the break, and it worked out. So,
Hey Ryan,
what's up? What's up, Ryan? Good morning.
Happy belated birthday.
Oh, it was his birthday, or
it's the number thing. The
number's
in his name.
Anyone that got numbers in their names, it's obviously their birthday.
He was born January 4th, 2009.
So now we also know his
1909 or 2.
He could be an old dude.
He's very old, or he's 15 or 16 or whatever, 17.
And now we also know his passwords, right? All his PIN codes and
yeah, or it's his bank pin. No, apparently a lot of people have other reasons for choosing numbers.
Yeah, it's been 3 of them now, where every time you go happy belated birthday, and they go, yep, not a birthday.
Been wrong every time.
Yep.
What's the 3 in your name, Mike?
John Starks.
Okay. It's something with sports.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
John Starks. I was a New York Knicks fan. I was a diehard New York Knicks fan as a kid. And John Starks was my favorite player because he shot 3-pointers for the Knicks. And that was what I was good at as a kid. I was good at shooting 3-pointers. So he was my idol.
How come you didn't make the league?
I didn't make the league because I'm uncoordinated, Jewish, and 5'8".
Nah, it was probably
that
injuries.
last point is probably pretty key.
Injuries in college kept him out.
Yeah, and
He was destined.
Exactly.
I had a knee injury in college. That's why. No, let me rephrase. I'm 5'8.5".
Okay.
My license, I round up
that's
5'9".
important. It's sports as well. Look at Ryan.
Football numbers. 9 was high school, 14 was college. Nice. Yep. Injuries kept him out of the league.
It's that's the funny thing about that the Saturday Night Live sketch that I shared, that one with George Washington with all the units. He I don't know if you remember it. He also goes into like we're gonna have we're not gonna use meters but yards for sports like football. Football that involves a lot of kicking, I imagine. No, it's a ball. It's a game where you throw a ball around with your hands.
That's the scare where he's going, what? Nobody knows, right?
Like, nobody knows. Exactly.
Yeah. What is that? Nobody knows. So
we'll make Europeans throw little tantrums.
That's a really good skit.
That's super awesome. So high or low here? What are we doing? Are we gonna get induced?
I don't know.
Just a sec.
Short at 55. Yeah, nice. I prefer the short here the more that I thought about it. And I don't think I'm taking it, but I mean, I think it looks good.
What looks good?
Ryan short at 55, and I told him I like the short here.
Oh, nice.
I'm gonna take it,
nice.
But like the more you talked to me and you said, so shouldn't you be looking for a short here? When I said my shorts are higher probability and so are my breaks, you were like, it almost makes sense you would short here. And I was like, actually, yeah.
It almost does make sense.
It does. It definitely
does. Full VWAP alignment now. Wide stop though.
Yep. Yeah, you got. I put the indicator on my screen, so if I'm ever showing, people understand what you're talking about.
All right. Nice.
I'm gonna hide the VWAP so they look ugly.
Advertise it. Where can people find it?
Again, not for sale.
Right. Fair enough.
For reasons.
Yeah.
That it's not my idea. It's not my indicator to sell.
You'd be starting beef. You'd be starting problems.
Yeah.
True.
Listen.
That'd be a bad look. Hey, I want to steal your idea and sell it to compete against you.
If you do have an idea of your own or want to build something, go to chartsmith.dev. We can talk.
Yes.
No, I'd probably just text you privately.
One thing I'm kind of one thing a dimension that I'm missing from that head-up display, and I don't have any suggestions as how to fix it or add it, is I still go over to look at the price charts on my side screen here because I want to see structure. I don't just want to see a red or green. So it's probably just me building confidence with the tool. but I still just have this double check. I want to see the structure, the price action, basically.
That's fair, as you should. This is not meant to be a replacement of looking at a chart. It's meant to be, and this is speaking from like Austin's point of view. It's meant to be like a quick check. Hey, is price below overnight New York and prior day on all 3 indices?
Yeah, it's just cool information. It's quick. You just look there and you're like, okay, here we go. Now I know. Like, it's just like you don't have to. But I understand. Yes, but I'm with you too. If I want the information, I want to, like, if I want to see the full picture of what's going on, I want to click on their charts and look at them.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, if you just
So one thing I'm noticing now is NQ is back forming higher lows, and we could be breaking back above New York. Again, the only thing countering that is that the other VWAPs are sitting above, so it's not really a double break, or it's not an attractive double break anyway. But same thing with ES. ES looks a little bit more attractive, but it could just dump back down, and still not much structure.
If I were to think I wanted any trade, I would look for a short on ES right here.
Yeah,
I am generally biased to the short side as well, just because of like this bar from yesterday's daily just tells me I want to be bearish, right? We closed at the low. We were basically in the lower half of price action the entire day. Like this down move tells me I want to be bearish.
Yeah.
But it's tough
at least. Yeah,
you go.
At least down to the 20 level, right? The 74.20 level, which is a decent amount right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
If it breaks 74.20, or if it breaks below that, then shorts are definitely the favorite. But you could ride a short down to that level as well, right?
100% you can. For me, for my system, it's a less probability. Like where do you go? Like the one area I thought was like this 75 region, and it's just like wasn't high confidence in it. Now I can make an argument that this upper band is a good short, but like I don't like these trades where like the 1 minute candles are essentially 1 standard deviation moves. So that is not a high probability environment for my trading system.
Right.
So
Chris is asking why I'd be looking for shorts when there are higher highs. That's a completely fair question, because obviously the 1 minute structure doesn't look so great or favorable for shorts. The idea would just be that, just looking at my stats, that's pretty much the whole idea, is that shorts have been a higher probability play for me than longs. And also VWAP breaks have been much higher probability plays for me than bounces have. So, that means that for me, taking the break and taking the short tends to be a higher probability setup than taking a long bounce. That's all. That's also why I'm not taking it, because it's right. Like you look at the 1 minute higher high, this could be a higher low, and then we go higher, so
exactly.
I'm not advising a short here, but that's what I would look at.
If you're also looking at a 1 minute chart, you'd be thinking about 1 minute trades, versus like a 15-minute chart. You can think in like 15-minute trades or, things like that. Cause like the structure on the 1 minute, like it'll go for what, 5 minutes, and then it'll shift. So like, it depends on what kind of trade you're looking for. If you're looking for scalps, by all means, like, yes, this is higher highs and lower and higher lows on the 1 minute, but I don't see that on the 15. I don't see that on the 30.
All. Yeah.
I don't see that on the 1, like 1 hour. So like overall higher time frame trend would dictate, lower, that we're going lower.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean you can't find longs. Like, look, if you somehow find a way to took this long, great. That was 42. That was a 30-point move in 3 minutes.
That's another reason too. I really like to be in line with the higher time frame when I'm looking for trades. So it's just like, like those 3 things I was saying makes it so I'd favor taking a short but I'm not taking anything. So clearly I don't like it that much.
No, the 15-minute is really telling me to stay out.
Yeah, the 15-minute looks pretty ugly since yesterday. It's pretty terrible.
Just to clarify, what I'm looking for is like something like this. I want boom. Yeah, that's my long.
Yeah.
It's a coin flip right now. We've got 3 VWAPs sitting flat and within a 4.5 point range.
Yeah, it's ugly.
Alternatively, that's my short.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
And I'm with both of those things too. I'm kind of looking for the same exact thing you're looking at. A clear pop to a side telling us, okay, buyers are in control. Yeah. Let's take the retest or to the downside. Either or, I just want to be out of this. So,
see, the thing is also if you think about the supply and demand of this, what's going on right now, this chop inside a 8-point range is buying and selling very, very quickly back and forth, and no one is fully getting absorbed, right? We're not running out of buyers or sellers, but that will happen at some point, and then the move will. So yeah, and then we'll see more. Then we'll see more defined structure at least.
Yeah, I just highlighted yesterday's value area, and we have not escaped it once.
Yeah, exactly. We actually rejected pretty nicely off the value area high, right?
Mm-hmm.
On MES at least.
No, I mean, generally you'll see it line up perfectly with ES too, because like, look,
yeah,
this is ES. It escaped
it's probably
for like
even better.
2 ticks.
Yeah. Let's see something happen. Come on. It's other than that, it's a no news kind of day, right? I think there's a Micron earnings report in aftermarket.
I follow a guy that says Micron is like the most important stock of 2026.
Yeah.
And like he's somewhat trustworthy, but like I don't know, it seems a little extreme to say that statement.
Yeah,
like,
true. But it is a $1 trillion company, right? It did cross the $1 trillion market cap.
Yeah, I mean, I look at the stock and I get sad because I owned this stock at 75.
You exited at 75?
No, I owned it at 75.
Okay, yeah.
I forget what I mean. I exited with profit, but like I did not ride it up to.
But that's always how it is, right?
I did not ride it up to 1,000.
To clicking the button on SanDisk at 150.
I think I exited somewhere last year in like the 200s somewhere, and I was like, "Wow,
okay,
that was
that's
a
nice.
Great gain." And then this happened.
You dumbass.
Like, wow.
I read that SanDisk has had the highest recorded RSI in stock market history, 99.91 something.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Yeah.
Like the real winners, the real wealth builders are the ones that truly just set it and forget it. Like in reality, like I knew Micron was a good company to hold. Like, why did I sell it? Just because I saw profit, like quick profit.
Yep.
That's
those are my best investments. It really is. I mean, the ones that and the funny thing is I've had some stocks where I've been sitting drawdown for, I don't know, 2 years. And I just, that's also the psychology of it. I just hold on to them, and then they become some of my best investments, right? Because you just forget about it, and it's not really. It's also small positions relative to the full portfolio. It's just it doesn't really make that much of a difference. But then at the end of the day, 5 years later, it's made a big difference, right?
Yeah. I mean, listen, if it was $1,000 in Micron at 70, right?
Yeah.
It's at 1,000 right now. It would have been a $14,000. Your $1,000 would be $14,000.
Yeah,
that's decent.
That's decent. Yeah. I imagine $10,000 in Micron at 70.
I didn't have 10,000. I probably had like two or three, and it turned into like 9. And I was like, oh, that's great.
Yeah, that is good.
Yeah,
that's
exactly. Yeah,
it is. Don't get me wrong, but and I put it in the S&P, so it's not like it like didn't like
keep going,
continue to gain.
But it's this thing where, I mean, I keep hearing this with Bitcoin as well, right? You bought a Bitcoin in 2012 and just held it, but show me one person who did that, right?
I know one person. I do know one person
who forgot about it or lost.
No, he didn't forget about it. He's my brother-in-law, and he is like one of those Bitcoin, like, it's going to 1 million. It'll take some time, but it's going.
I know
there.
Those guys.
Yeah.
So how much does he own?
I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly, but I know that he's an early investor from like call it like 2012, maybe not 2012, maybe like 2014. So like he got in on it early, and he has never sold. So he has continuously bought, like even at these like higher prices, he's like averaging in. So like good for him. But
at some point, I mean, I know the psychology of it, but at some point I would just sell it and retire.
He did retire.
Okay, nice.
He refuses to sell the Bitcoin portion of his investments. He's using like his other assets to fund his life, and like he's like, yeah, I'm gonna hold on to Bitcoin, and I'll sell my 401k or whatever.
Yeah. The Micron stocks.
You do you, yeah. You do you.
The low risk investments.
But I'm actually we're in a bull market. JK, I appreciate the reminder to watch the video. I mean, listen, we are in a bull market. This is a bull market.
I'm curious if this is just a pullback. Everything is still, still bull market. Ryan, are you still in your short?
He better be.
Yeah.
I'd be mad at him if he got scared out of it.
Where's the tool I'm looking for?
Gotta stick to your thesis.
Exactly.
Stick to your guns.
Commit.
Yep.
It's a good entry, but I mean it was fighting the other two VWAPs, but it's not too consequential in a setting like this.
Yep.
It's close to one hour. If you go for the open.
Have you ever used the Ship pitchfork?
No.
No.
Okay, I was like, is there any reason ever to use that?
I've tried putting Andrew's pitchfork or something on it, but come on.
What's the point of using it?
I think it looks cool. Look at it. Looks great.
No, this is something else.
Price is following it like.
But that's the funny with trend.
Wait, how do you draw this thing on?
This is the what's it called? Regression trend.
Great. That's a cool pitchfork, man.
I don't really know how to use this. Chris used it once.
What is it telling you? Like,
I honestly have no idea. Chris used this once, and he's like, after using it, he's like, don't use this. It's too complicated.
I'm gonna start using this. Thank you.
But we're bouncing off that bottom line, dude.
Okay, that tells me we got to follow this strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can find a line and you bounce,
that's exactly how Tory trades works, right?
Yeah,
that's how Tory trades. Yeah.
Yes.
You know what? I don't hate on her. She makes money, and she makes more money than me. So in trading, at least.
Yeah, I don't.
Good on her.
I don't hate it all. I mean, if you can make any money trading, good for you. Whatever strategy.
This is something. Although, like the Tory trade lines, like look at that, says we should be long.
Yeah, true.
Is there an indicator called Tory trend lines?
No, it's just she just.
Oh, you just put a trend line on. And she trades crude oil.
She trades everything.
Does she? Okay, I thought you were only on crude oil.
No, as far as I know, she trades anything that has a trend line.
Trend lines you can just draw so many different ways, and like I don't know.
Like I saw a bunch of her videos. They're like on platinum.
Okay. Oh, we got to 40.25. One more tick. There we go. Congrats, Ryan. Well,
Ryan, you got it. You did it, Ryan.
You're gonna be a success. Here's some structure.
Some serious selling coming in. Look at this.
Yeah.
You see the 15 and the 14? Those are big numbers on tick strike.
What do you mean 15, 14?
So the number
okay, over there. Okay.
indicates the amount or like how aggressive the selling is.
Right. Is it like a kind of a CBD?
I wish I knew how they calculated this number.
Okay.
But that is what they claim. Now, let's see if the bulls trap them or if they continue.
Yeah.
NQ looks a bit more bearish.
It does, but then again, I mean,
and we never broke the opening range high on NQ.
no.
See, like,
and we are sitting at yesterday's lows as well.
NQ, I would like a short. I would take a short off this 7.
That's what I'm considering.
It does look good for shorts.
But I told myself I would stop trading NQ. So
why? Just last week you wanted to. You lost 2 trades on it?
It just moves too quickly.
Wow.
My brain can't handle it.
Oh goodness. Look at this pickup.
Are you sure?
Fuck me. No. I'm just thinking. Look at this. How it just popped from that low level there.
Yeah, that's another thing. Look, the sellers might have just got trapped.
Maybe.
Oh wow.
We'll see. That was a quick turnaround in price action.
Yeah. And the overall conclusion is just that, okay, we don't have structure anyway, right? We had a wick down below the opening range low, and we still don't have structure because it's still sitting within that 30-point range. I'm not buying a break here. It could just as easily come back down.
Well, like, am I just talking myself out of a good trade? You know what I mean?
What is a good trade here?
A good trade is, I mean, like, if I just were to take a picture of this chart and had zero context, would this have been a good trade? Yeah. Would I have shorted? Yeah. You know what I mean? And the answer is maybe, probably.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
Yeah, discretion can be a bitch. It can keep you out of trades.
Discretion can be fun too.
Oh, no.
It can.
Because sometimes it makes you stupid.
See.
You know what I mean? Sometimes you're just like, I know I shouldn't do this, but like, I want to. But
I actually, the worst situation for me is I know I should do this, but I don't want to. So we talked about that, I think, last week, where my system says do it. So if I want good statistics, good performance stats, something I can review, I need to do it.
Yeah.
Right? But then you're sitting there thinking, oh, okay, this doesn't look ideal. This confluence is not happening and all that. And then you're keeping yourself, I do that. I keep myself out of a good trade because I second guess myself.
Oh,
right?
My God. Oh, shit.
What?
On the big contract.
Oh.
Fuck.
Oh, he's on NQ. You lost $200 from that mistake?
Damn.
Oh, man. That's so terrible.
It's okay. This is the 25K eval. It was $60. I'm not too concerned about it, but that does suck.
Dude, but imagine it would have worked, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like probably the other thought in your head. You're like, if this works, though.
Yeah, that's $300. That sucks.
Ah, fuck.
It's okay.
But that's the problem. That's also the problem when you're YOLOing or when you're revenge trading or things like that. You take an entry and you just can't imagine it, or even if it goes 2 ticks or 3 ticks against you, you're like, fuck, this didn't work. I need to get back out. And then you take 5 or 10 of those paper cuts and you're just done, right? Because you don't really have conviction. At least I've done that a few times.
So here's the thing. I probably would have lost $300 anyway, because it's going against me.
So
that's what I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but if it
Console
wins,
yourself,
like,
that's fine.
I'm still drawing up this short entry here.
Right. Now we just broke that 1 minute structure on the left from when was that? 10:06. So potentially on ES, yeah. So break and retest right now could be attractive. So we just need to see the retest, but it's not. We're still just ranging.
I'm gonna go back to ES. See, this is what happens when I go to NQ.
No, that was your fault.
Well, because
stupid.
It's because you can't have your trade connection connected to multiple tabs, which is super annoying. Like, why shouldn't I be able to do that? So, like, I was trying to change all the symbols here, and I thought I changed. I thought I put this one to MNQ, but it looks like I put it to NQ.
I don't think I'm going to take the short on NQ here, just because ES is above all VWAPs now.
Yeah,
they're just not really in alignment.
It's not a good day.
It's just with ES being more bullish looking. I know NQ could obviously drag it down, but I mean, we just made.
On the other hand, YM could be
higher high
pulling it up
on ES. Yeah,
so I took the original trade back.
So you're in your short?
Yeah, I'm in my short.
Nice.
Where I would have gone short originally. And agree, Ryan. Your exit kind of bottom ticked the session here. Super long wicks on the 15-minute. I've got a short position tool on here, but I probably pivot to longs.
On ES or
on ES, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, what's going on here? Right after you entered, bro, that's just criminal.
I mean, I'll be honest, I'm tilting a little bit because of that $300 loss.
That's fair. Yeah.
But it's
accountability.
Anything too stupid.
Tilting is not fair. Why? If you got to do something different, then.
I mean, the setup is still there. The setup is still valid. This is, if we talk about that window, didn't work.
I think it is valid. I think you took your original entry that you knew you wanted to take. It just sucks you had to take a stupid $300 loss in between.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, I'm just be wary that mistake doesn't turn into more mistakes, right? It's a super vulnerable place to be in at that point, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And if you say you are on tilt, I had a conversation with someone with Ben, who was on the podcast last week on Instagram yesterday, where because he blew 3 accounts, I think, or something. He lost 3,500 on each of his 150Ks because he tilted. And I was just asking him, so he's been trading for 4 years, right? What are you going to do different next time? Are you going to stand up, go get away from the desk? Are you going to lock yourself out? What's going to change? Because saying you'll bounce back is not enough. You got to change something. And I don't subscribe to the idea that you cannot avoid tilt, that you cannot train yourself out of tilt. So I think people should be working more focused on that. Rant over. I'm not saying anything about you, Mike. I know you have very good emotional control. It's just that's what people need to do. If they can avoid tilt, we would see a lot more successful prop traders, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I think that I'm still in control, even though I can recognize that I'm frustrated at that loss. Yeah. Because this is still the valid trade of price discovery.
Oh yeah.
Come back, retest the VWAP.
Yeah.
Stop is in the 1 standard deviation. My sizing is still under. So it's supposed to be 3 micros. I'm at 2. It's unfortunate, and it looks like I'm going to get stopped out also.
Yeah.
But
that's the key point. Then, if you take that second loss, what is your next step from there?
Oh, my next step is probably done for the day.
Like a pro.
Yeah.
Just wanted to point out 3 VWAPs are stacked very close. Doesn't that lean more towards chop? I would agree with you, Chris. I think it does. I don't think there's any rule that says that, but I think from my own, just what I notice, I think it does. And yeah, that's why, I haven't loved anything yet. I haven't taken any trades.
Yeah, me neither. And we've got opening range high. We've got value area high from yesterday sitting 5 points above us. So I suppose that's also, your stop is probably just beyond that, right?
Value area.
Or is it like ATR based?
It's standard deviation based. So value area high from yesterday is looking at MES. We're well below value area high.
Okay.
On NQ.
On NQ, yes. Definitely.
I will say there's a couple trades I've liked and thought about taking so far, but none that I've liked enough. There's been 2 trades, 2 different shorts where I thought I might take this, but stayed out of them.
One thing I concluded also yesterday or the day before reviewing I think I posted that as well. I'll share that with the 2 of you. June has been pretty ranging. Or I think what I looked at was back to around May 1st, we've been sitting in a 400-point range on ES. So there's no clear direction. The rip from April is over. We're sideways pretty much. Doesn't mean there can't be 2 or 3 days where it's dumping or ripping, but it's still inside of that 400. So I think patience has been my conclusion. Patience has been paying off. The sessions where I have waited with trading until after 10:30 have been better trades, because it takes more time in these sideways conditions for either side to sort of show their hand. At least that's the idea.
Yeah, I agree with you.
One question to the VWAP wave system, Mike, is you could have taken a lot of scalps away from the New York today. Is that not part of the playbook, or is it?
It depends on the person. So I tend to not I don't really like to look at the New York, right?
Right.
The New York has the least amount of information. It's the least valuable information for that reason.
Yeah.
And look, it just it doesn't really respect it as much as the other bands. And I'm not saying the overnight is perfect either.
No.
But the higher time frames tend to be more respected faster.
But on a day like today, where they're sitting that close together, you could.
Yeah,
you could trade away from them, right?
Off the open, right? There's a short setup right here off the upper band. I'm looking at NQ.
Yeah.
Then in theory, you would have wanted to be long here, but it failed. Then the short, there was a little bit of a window. You could have shorted this. That was a great setup. But then you'd want to be short again here, and it failed. Then the VWAP bounce worked perfectly all the way down to the low.
Yeah.
And then I see there's your window there where you got short as the return.
And then there's another window here. So the short, in theory, is valid here and valid here. So that's where my 2 entries were, here and here.
That screen right there, what VWAP bands is that off of?
This is overnight.
Overnight VWAP band. Okay.
So this is the red dotted lines are the New York.
Okay, that makes sense.
And that is what NQ has been respecting overnight previous days. In that zone there has been rejecting. Yeah.
So if I wanted to do a last line of defense short, it would theory be up here, but I'm just going to keep it down here.
Right off of the upper band.
Upper band, and then you have IB.
But then if you break out of the upper band for a while, and then you pull back to it, that's a long entry.
Yeah, if I was doing an Austin Silver stop, it would be above IB high.
Yep.
I just put the session volume profile, the fixed range from the open to now. And unlike yesterday, there really aren't any low volume nodes, which is of course obvious because we've been chopped or we've been sitting inside this tight range. So it's just like a bell curve. It's just one big on MES. So there are potentially, at least, there are no real support resistance zones in here other than the top and the bottom of the range.
Yeah. This is
I would agree with you on that, especially on ES.
It was random, but I just thought of, do you guys remember when Randy was doing the 3-point stop, 3-point take profit, and then lock the stop at break even when he was 1 point in profit?
No. I don't remember that, but that is a scalping strategy for sure.
Yeah, he was. Oh, you know what? Yes, but you weren't around for that. It was in the summer last year, and he started doing it. Like he would take his regular entries, but then he would just go for a 3-point take profit and a 3-point stop.
ES.
On ES. So every trade he would just do that. And then I'm pretty sure it was as soon as he was 1 point in profit, he would lock the stop.
Are you going to be stopped out 9 out of 10 times?
Yeah. And then he was taking more scalps, and he did that for a little while. And I think he quit on it, but he was just trying trying more of a scalping play.
Yeah, but when I first got started, like a year ago or something like that, what I was reading is if you scalp, it's more actually, or like really a short time frame. It's more actually about doing, okay, you have a bit of an assessment of where it's going, but then you take a wide stop and a tight TP. So you have a very high win rate, but an insane risk to your reward, right? So like 0.2 R or something like that. So you just scalp. I don't know if that works.
A lot of commissions, which eats into your profit.
You're taking a lot of commissions for sure. Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that's a tough way to trade.
Yeah, I didn't
definitely.
Really,
I'm sure it can work. Now I don't even know what I'm reading here. Like I'm looking at this, I'm just like, okay, I would look for shorts and NQ on the break back below. Okay, ES, I'd want to see it make a new high and then pull back for longs. So I'm just like, what do I even see here?
Yeah, I think you're right. If we did break back below New York, I would probably take a short down to the opening range or session lows.
Yeah,
with a stop above that structure, a stop above the previous day's New York on MNQ.
I'll tell you what's going to happen. It's going to tap.
Tell us.
795, maybe go to 797, and then immediately drop.
So just tap your stop and go.
100%.
It's gonna take you out, and it's gonna go 3 minutes straight to.
I have like 100% confidence that's going to happen.
All right. Yeah, the thing is, I would like the short here if it breaks back below, but if we make a high and then come back to VWAP, I don't even want it. Like if we go up to like 820 and then come back, then I'm like, we just made a higher high from the previous. I don't even know.
But it's equal highs to the first one, right?
Yeah.
But look, Mike, I mean, this is where sellers stepped in an hour ago.
Well, that's why my stop is there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you could see supply here and then just dump it. So I don't think your thesis is invalidated.
I like his trade. I was looking for a trade right there too, but I don't. He does limits and I do. I wait for a turn, and we just kind of didn't really give a good entry. So for me,
see, what was the high of this candle? 92. Okay. I was within 3 points of being stopped.
3 points of the text. 3 points.
Don't get too excited. It could still literally just like pop at any second.
It could.
Yeah. Especially that's
not gonna.
Are you in profit if it comes down to the session VWAP? 55.
No, my entry is literally at the session VWAP.
Okay, fair enough. So you need a break back.
I need a break.
Yeah. You need a break.
I need a break in many ways.
It is a bit of an ugly session, I have to say. I also need to pop in like 5 minutes, but That's what it is.
Are you off the desk as soon as you leave?
Yeah.
No trades. Okay.
I need to. So I'm taking the kids to a shelter, like for overnight, staying in the forest.
Oh, cool.
So we got to go.
Sounds
great. Yeah,
well,
exactly.
You're going too. You're staying in the forest too.
Yeah. So do you know these shelters? It's like these little wooden structures. It's an alternative to a tent. You just get this little wooden structure. You can get in there. I have some gear that I need to test. So I've got this bivy bag kind of thing that I can use, right?
I was gonna say sounds like tent camping.
Yeah, it's something like that. You gotta you have a fireplace, bonfire kind of thing, and then yeah.
Sounds fun. Cool.
It will be.
For a second.
And then straight to school tomorrow morning. So I'm gonna take them from the forest and straight to school.
Yeah.
For a second, it sounded like you're just gonna drop your kids off in the forest and leave them.
Yeah.
No, we don't do that.
It sounded like you were saying, yeah, they're going. I don't want them at home tonight.
I'm taking them there, and I'm sleeping out there with them. But they're going to be sleeping in the shelter. I'm going to be sleeping in my bag.
Oh, nice.
But it's like 16 degrees C in the middle of the night. So what is that?
I don't know. Let's look.
It's like 60 degrees. So it's not. I mean, I don't need that much
60
sleeping bag or anything.
60 degrees.
Yeah, I think 60. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
65 maybe even.
That's pretty nice sleeping weather, dude. I like that.
Yeah, it's balmy.
That's good.
It's great. Europe is in a heat wave right now. People are dying here.
Dying?
Your heat wave is not a heat wave. You know, like calm down.
But that's the thing. I saw someone post on X yesterday. You know, Europe doesn't have AC. We don't really have AC, so people die. Old people die when
you have AC in your house.
I have central air. I would not survive without AC.
You don't have AC in your house.
No one does. Pretty much no one does.
Why? Does it not get hot there?
We have 1 week a year like this. I mean, it's the maximum we get is like 70 degrees.
It doesn't get really into the 80s in Europe. Very often.
At least not in my area. But then every now and then you get
really
these. I mean, we're pushing 95 these days, so you get these days where it's just
We get like 2 months of that in New York.
Yeah,
I would need AC for that as well.
Yeah,
I'd say like we get like a month of like high 70s, low 80s, and then 2 months of high 80s, low 90s. Sprinkled in with like a couple 100-degree days in there, you know, like
yeah, I'm the same over here. It's just like if it's 100 degrees, it's like you can't even enjoy your time outside.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Is it humid where you are as well? Because I've only been to Florida, and the humidity and the heat is just
it can be pretty humid. Yeah. Florida, was it hot when you were in Florida?
I think it was actually pretty decent. It was
it was
like 85.
No, I don't even think it was that hot. Oh, granted, I was indoors like 90% of the time. So like,
yeah, I arrived and then I had dinner at the patio outside, and it was one of these. I mean, it's pretty tropical.
Now I'm remembering it was hot, but like the room was freezing. That's why I didn't remember it being so hot.
Yeah, that's back to the AC.
Yeah, Florida's like ridiculously hot all the time. Like, it's just year round.
Come on, man.
The ticks are coming in.
Yeah, it looked like it was gonna be good for a second.
Yeah,
and then you know, it is what it is. You move on to the next trade.
Exactly.
Well, for me, I'm done with for the day.
Or be done.
You move on to the next day.
Yeah, I'm gonna be on a full 1.5 hour tomorrow. But I'll be out now. Okay. There we have buyers.
Man, I don't know if I'll get a trade today. I mean, if anything, I might even be looking for longs at this point.
Yeah. Protect capital first.
Ooh.
I'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Interesting.
Peace out.
See you later, man. It tapped my price level, but did not fill me.
Oh, that's weird.
Now it filled me.
Okay, I was gonna say you might want to get out manually before it pops and doesn't pick you up.
All right. So what's that for the day? Oh, so here's the thing. Now I have $200 left in the account because of that.
Yeah, that sucks. That first trade kind of just screwed you over.
So, with $200 left in the account, is it tilting to just like blow it up?
No, I don't think so. I'm the same way. If I have barely any left in an account, I'm like, I'm not gonna, respect the account and trade it slow and try to get it back. I'm just gonna blow it up. And if it comes back in a day and I have it back up, great. And if it doesn't, I'll just spend the money to be in a fresh account. Yeah, that's what I think.
Watch this. Let me get filled here.
Now you're not going to get filled. It's just going to make you tilt.
Here we go. It's the big contract.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's going to take you out in like 1 second.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah.
Should have went long. Oh, damn.
At that point, you got $200 left in a 25K account. There's just no point in sticking it out.
No.
Sorry, we're teaching good habits here.
I mean, listen. There's a reason why I'm trading the 25Ks for that reason. I don't want to be in this eval for very long, so I'm trading it aggressively.
Yep.
I like to give myself 2 shots, $500 each.
Yep.
To try and get 1250, but didn't work out today.
This is the big contract. It would have been sick if it went straight in your direction. You would have been, a couple points. You're back to break even on the day.
That was the goal.
Yep.
Back to ES.
Yep. ES is. I'm gonna be looking for a long.
Yeah, I mean, if I were patient, this is exactly what I was talking about. This is the long that I wanted to see. Like if we get a pullback now, but now who knows if we do get a pullback? Not that I have an account to trade.
That was your only one?
Well, the goal is I'm going to avoid doing it right now, but the idea is that I would purchase a new account the resets are like $50 on Lucid. So.
Oh, that was a Lucid account?
Yeah.
Nice. Did you blow up all your Apex accounts?
I did.
Yeah, I mean those were. Yeah. Didn't you pass one of them or two of them or something?
I blew up that one too.
Ah, well, that'll happen. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I remember you passing one. Yep, blew up that one too. Yeah, so you wait till tomorrow to buy a new account.
Yeah, the idea is that I know that that first trade tilted me, and I took the trade again because that was the original idea. But anything I do now would just be I'd just be compounding bad decisions.
Yep.
Whether the trade would work or not, who cares? I don't want to compound the bad decision.
Yeah, it's just time to call it. Time to be done. Well, now I guess I'll wait around a little while for a pullback, and if we don't get one, I'm just, within the next 30 minutes or so, I'll just hop off. I'm not going to stick around all day for it. BNL check. Anybody in chat? I know Ryan took that one trade. The ES short. Bang that. That was a nice trade. Chris was thinking about a long. I don't think you took it. What's up, Chris? Any trades? You flat?
Oh, out of curiosity.
Yeah.
When I type now, do you hear it? I changed the setting on my microphone.
Were you just typing?
Yeah.
No.
Awesome.
I heard a tiny little click at the start and then nothing. So that was not bad at all. Yeah, it used to be just pounding. Your camera's gone and your mic. You were in a long earlier. Take you out at the bottom. The opening range low right there. Yeah. If I had to stop, I would have won. I mean, the opening range low stop there, just the low of session, was a valid stop. So it ticked you out, man. That's like barely a tick. That's tough.
Sorry, my wife was asking me a question.
Oh yeah, all good, all good.
And I wanted to make sure that I was off video and mic before answering.
Yeah, slight red for the day. I'll watch for the pullback. Nice. That's a good game plan. And then so I'm just curious, did you consider the re-entry on the break back above, or was NQ maybe keeping you out of that because it looked a little bit weaker? Or maybe you just weren't convinced on the longs anymore, which is valid. After hitting a stop loss, it's hard to, yeah. All right, we're never getting this pullback. NQ is showing bearish trend, so I was hesitant. I completely agree. I think that's a valid reason to stay out of it. I think you're doing the right thing. You took a valid first trade. You got stopped out. Didn't chase back in. Now that you see more clear trend, you're waiting for a pullback. That's good trading.
The question is, do we get the pullback? And if we do, how long does it take to get there?
Right. That's why I'm kind of setting like a 30-minute or so stop on it. If we don't get it in 30 or 40 minutes by like 11:30, I'm not going to wait around for it.
Oh, I forgot. I have my shitter account. The one that I need to make $5,000 to get $1,000 payout.
Dude, I have my shitter account too. Why did I not just sling that earlier?
Yeah.
I had a couple trades. I said, I could take these. I should have just done it. What am I thinking?
What were you thinking?
All right, should we wrap up early? Looks like we're probably not getting another trade on stream.
We can.
I don't think we're gonna take anything.
If we see a pullback in the next 7 minutes, we'll pop back on stream. We'll send out the alert to everybody.
I was gonna say to be able to take the trade on stream, we'll have to get to VWAP in 5 minutes, and at that point, it'd be a little scary. So we'll wrap it up. Thanks for staying, guys. Thanks for chatting. We'll see you tomorrow.
Take it easy, y'all.